Good afternoon. I'm Jules Johnson of the Civil Rights Division of the Harris County DA's office. I understand that we all have deadlines here, so we'll just get straight to it. Today, a Harris County grand jury elected to indict 5 detention officers employed with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Ringel, Roel, Diegler, Harmon, and Garibay. The Ringel, Roel, Harmon, and Diegler were all indicted for aggravated assault by a public servant, which is a first-degree felony. The range of punishment on that first-degree felony is 5 to 99 years or life in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and a fine not to exceed $10,000. Garibay was indicted for the misdemeanor offense of assault. The range of punishment on assault is up to 365 days in the county jail, up to a $4,000 fine, or any combination of the two. In September of last year, September 4th, 2016 to be exact, while our complainant was in the Harris County Jail located at 1200 Baker Street, he was involved in a verbal altercation with some detention officers. That altercation ultimately ended up getting physical, which resulted in our complainant having to get reconstructive facial surgery, which included some screws and a plate in his face. That's about the sum of it. Any questions?
Can you tell us the name of the complainant? Was it Jerome Bartet?
Yes.
It was just very public at the time when it happened. That's the reason why.
What is it?
We covered it.
Jerome Bartee.
Spell the last name.
Bartee.
And just to go over those charges one more time, there's 5. Are they currently still employed as detention officers for the Harris County Sheriff's Office?
The status of their employment that's a sheriff's office question, so I'm going to leave that for the sheriff's office. What you have is 4 detention officers that were charged with a first-degree felony. Those officers are Ringel, Roel, Diegler, and Harmon. The remaining officer, Garibay, was charged with the misdemeanor offense of assault. Okay, at the conclusion of this, with everybody's names printed, spelled out, there will be a release that you guys can have with all their names and the proper spellings of those in there.
What kind of message does this send from the district attorney's office to the public out there? When you go to jail, you expect to still be treated like a human, like a person.
Exactly. You're a person, no matter what. That's just who we are. We're people, and we want our people to be treated like people. Period.
Can you describe it again? Was indicted in aggravated assault of a
aggravated assault by a public servant.
by a public servant.
Yes, sir.
Again, could you just describe why this is important? Why is it significant, and why it's coming to light now? Just kind of what you were touching on before, but if you could just describe why this is important to your office for being very public with this and making it clear y'all are taking this type of stance.
The stance is our office supports law enforcement, and we do not want anyone to think that our office is out seeking something against law enforcement. There is no vendetta against law enforcement or anything like that. What we are trying to do is we want the laws of the state of Texas followed by everyone.
Again, can you describe the extent of injuries to the complainant? Because I know at the time there was a picture released to the public. Just for people who were catching up with the story, how severe were these injuries?
As I stated earlier, he required facial reconstructive surgery.
You got some sort of. Can you describe the altercation they actually got into in the jail, or any other detail you can go into on that?
Right now, because it's pending litigation, I've given all the facts that I can give.
Where does it go now? Has it been assigned to a court? Has there been probable cause?
Right now, again, the grand jury has just indicted the case. It will be filed in the clerk's office. Once it gets filed with the clerk, it will be assigned to court. There will be a warrant that will issue for the arrest of the persons involved. What we anticipate is, because they do have some law enforcement background, that they will surrender themselves. They will go through the walkthrough process, and then the walkthrough bonding process, and then at that point their cases will proceed through the assigned courts just as any other case in Harris County would.
And again, I know a lot of people are going to be asking how this turned from a verbal altercation into a physical beating. Can you give us any details on how that escalated inside the jail?
Again, because this is pending litigation, I don't want to get into the facts of the case.
Can you tell us when this was brought to a grand jury and whose decision was to bring it forward to a grand jury?
It was taken to a grand jury today, so the decision just came down, and it was a collective decision of the office to present the case to grand jury.
Did the change in administration from Anderson to Ogg at all influence this decision? Correct me if I'm wrong, this happened under the previous administration.
Excuse me. I don't know if there was I cannot speak to whether or not there was a big administrative decision as to how to handle it. Okay, so with that, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out.